Hello. So today I'm going to be telling you about my orchestra experience. I have recently watched a video on another channel where uh, they talked about their band experience, and um, they asked if anyone with orchestra experience can share that. And so I have decided to share my orchestra experience. Um, and yeah, it's a very fun experience. Orchestra is a very fun, just a very fun. I don't even know what to call it. A very fun thing to do. It's a very fun class. Uh, so yeah, I am also in band. So um, I can tell you a lot about what band's like. A little more than orchestra because I've been in band a little longer. But since I still am in orchestra, I decided to share my orchestra experience. So here we go. Um, in orchestra, there are a lot of different instruments. I like to I can't even say, can't think of any words right now. Like, like, um, I like to call orchestra class strings because um, orchestra class is technically thinking there is technically string instruments. So yeah, there are no woodwinds or brass or anything like that. It's just all string instruments. It's a if you listen to the string instruments together, it's really beautiful. It sounds really good. And orchestra is usually a little more chill. It's more relaxed than band is. Um, Orchestra is really relaxed. Everyone's always really calm. There's not really that much like jumping around, talking a lot in orchestra. It really, I think that like just how patient people are and stuff really depends on who's in that class. So if a person in orchestra is really usually really all like jumpy and happy and just very cheerful all the time, um, there's probably gonna be a little more energy in that class. Uh, but most of the people I know in seventh grade and younger, orchestra is actually really chill. It's just really calm and relaxing. There's usually no like all over the place. It's usually really just like there's no like it's not chaotic. It really isn't chaotic. Um, and it's not really that loud either. Like I know in band there's like it's chaotic. It is so chaotic, but it's still fun. And that chaos can make it even more fun. Uh, but in orchestra, there's no chaos, but it's still fun because it's very relaxing, and there are so many fun songs to play, and I really just can't talk right. So let's move on to instruments. So there are several different instruments in orchestra that you can play. There is, I think this picture is a violin picture. Um, it might be viola. I can't really tell right now. I think it's violin though. I play violin, um, and it's really fun. It's really just very, yeah. It's a really fun instrument to play. And I do know quite a lot of viola players and cello players, and I know a whole bunch of other people who play different instruments. But I think the most common string instrument that I can think of um, is violin, because in my class there's a lot of violin players than any other instrument. So like most of the class is violin players. There's one viola, two basses, and one cello. So um, and yeah, it's interesting. I've been in a class where there are more of the different instruments, and then um, there's more instruments, so there are I guess I don't even know. I can't think right now. Brain is really yeah. There's more instruments. It's a more, I don't want to say bigger band. I mean, not band, orchestra. I don't want to say it's a bigger orchestra. Um, there's just a more variety of instruments, and that was really fun. It was really fun having all the different instruments and a lot more of the different instruments. So when I came into the class for the first time, and I saw that most of the people were playing, what's it called? I can't think right now. Violin. When I found out most of the people were playing violin, I was shocked, because the last class before that one, there were a whole bunch of different instruments, and there were multiple people playing the different instruments. So and yeah, like I said, there's a viola, violin, cello, bass. Probably more than that, but those are the four instruments I know of. So yeah, I would say not violin. Sorry, wrong thing again. My brain doesn't talk right now. It's really not working properly. Um, I would say again, orchestra is a really fun class. It's really fun and exciting, and in general, amazing. It's really awesome. It's not as chaotic and as cheerful and just like band. Um, uh, but it's still really fun because it's relaxing, and for me, like if you're in both band and orchestra, it's kind of nice, because then I can definitely tell the difference, and I have a very chaotic group, and then I have a very just chill group, and it's definitely really cool and nice. Um, I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. Um, so yeah, these are some more instruments. One of them is a violin, and one of them is a viola. I really can't tell the difference. I think the viola is bigger than the violin. Maybe it's smaller. I don't really know. I know that there are different strings. Um, so there are different string notes and stuff like that on viola than there is violin. I have actually never played viola or any other string instrument besides violin, so I really wouldn't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think in general, uh, viola is bigger. I think. I really don't know. These are cellos and basses. I don't know which one's which there. But as you can see there's also, now that I notice this specifically in the picture, um, when you play in band and when you play in orchestra, you play the instruments different ways. In band, you're usually blowing into the instrument. Um, because there's a lot of like just instruments where you blow into them, like brass or woodwinds or just low brass. There's like a whole bunch of other instruments, and you mainly blow into them, except for percussion, which that's all like drums and like I don't know what other things there are in percussion. I really don't know, even though I am in band and I do know quite a lot of percussion players. I still don't know all the instruments in percussion because there's so many. But I know there's like the I think wind chimes and like there's like bells and stuff. And then, yeah, there's drums. So there's a and yeah, and then in orchestra you play it with a bow, which I can't really show you. Um, which is what that is on the bottom of the right by the base of the instruments. That's what that's called. It's called a bow. That's what you play the string. That's what you play the instrument with. Um, I would say orchestra's a little more easier. There are like finger adjustments that you need to like learn, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff you still need to learn. But in band, oh no, it's like two bees now. Oh my god. Okay, that's a little terrifying. Very, very terrifying. It's like a bee. Oh, okay, that's really creepy. Um, yeah, I really can't think of anything else. Overall, it's really fun, relaxing, a very calm class, especially after you're like just in math class and you're just like, oh, and your brain just really hurts. Like you can and then you have orchestra next, and it's really relaxing and just really calming. Yeah. So yeah, that's my orchestra experience. The teacher is usually really nice, very fun. I have the same band teacher as I do orchestra teacher. So my band teacher and my orchestra teacher are the same teacher. So yeah, I have a very fun, energetic teacher for both classes, and he does something really funny, and everyone bursts out laughing. In both classes, everyone just laughs every time he does something really funny. And yeah, I think overall band teachers and orchestra teachers are usually very energetic. I don't know why. They're just very funny. I don't know why. They would make really good comedians. I don't know why. That's just my personal thought. Because all of the orchestra and band teachers I've had they're usually really funny and just very exciting people. So they're really nice, fun teachers. The teachers and the kids in orchestra are really nice. Yeah, everything's amazing in orchestra. Yeah. So that is it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.